What's going on, fam? It's your boy Sydney from the Nakid Gardeners. Today we are going to be moving our quack pack here, what we call Kevin's crew. We're going to be moving out there into this pasture here and using our Gallagher Fencing with our S12. Now, the good thing about this Gallagher Fencing, it's easy to move, especially when you have good soft ground. If you get a Gallagher fencing or a poultry netting fencing, you want to always get an extra one. And the reason why you want to get an extra one, because you could keep these guys in here, set up your next fence over there or wherever you're going to set them up at. And then once you get it all set up, then you can move your flock over to where they need to go. We tend to move our flock right next to the existing netting. So we'll be moving ours right in this area. And luckily with this rain that we had about 1.25 inches, and we haven't had rain in a good minute. But it's kind of greening up our pasture. Yeah, some people might say it's not grass, it's pasture. The chickens and ducks love to eat it. Got some areas right there, I'm not sure if you can see it, they were heavily grazed on or sat on, and they're going to be slowly reintroduced to some grass there. So this was one of the areas. As you can see, we get some grass sprouts up through here, maybe even some weeds. Who knows what even this is, but it's growing. This area right here was all where they were at previously. We got our high tunnel from Bootstrap Farmer going right there, and all of this area now is starting to come up and coming out more alive. I'm gonna go grab the missus and we're gonna set up the fence, show you how easy it is, and then see what the charge is on that. With this rain, it was a lot easier to get this fence on. Took hardly no time. Nice and taut. Now this is why I love this S12 and these types of series, because you can move the ground post and the solarizer all in one. So around bedtime, we're gonna put all of these guys in this coop, and then we're gonna tear down the fence or knock down the fence and then just drag them across through there. We're gonna open up that fence to bring them all in, start in this back corner, and then as we move them up through progression each day of each week, we'll get them towards the end and we'll be able to move them to another location. Now this isn't the best grass, so they probably won't stay on here as long as they did on here. This one, they could possibly stay on there for another week, but we just want to move them out to here just to try to get some more of their poop to fertilize some of this ground, to get some of this ground green like it is over there. I may even wind up putting them over in this area. It's been over 2 months since we had any chickens or ducks in this area, and I think we'll give them enough grass to feed on for about 2 weeks. So it's the next day, and I forgot to show y'all the charge on this. Now that we moved Kevin's crew, got to see what the charge is on this. All right, so we're gonna come in here, put this ground in, and see what we got. 5.9, 5.9, 5.9, 6.2, 6.2. 6.2. So as you can see, this bad boy does a lot, especially with that ground rod. Easy to move, very durable. And we're gonna have all this week, we're gonna have some cloudy, rainy skies, and it's still gonna be pulling that much charge. If you're looking about getting a poultry netting to do some rotational grazing for your animals, livestock, this is the one to get. We'll put the link on the screen along with our affiliate code and also in the description below. Now this is a good example of why we rotate grazing of our chickens. This is all green. This is where all of the chickens were previously, and there's just now starting to get up in that area. That's why it's not as green, or it doesn't have as much greenage for the pasture. So that is the main reason why we want to rotate graze our chickens and our livestock, to get that manure into the ground. That's free fertilizer, and then as we get the rain, it just soaks that nitrogen all into the soil and greens up your foliage. So we've been with Gallagher since the time we got onto this homestead. We had some mentors recommend this product to us, and so we bought our first 3 or 4 of them. And we just fell in love with them. They got some great products, great service, and great warranty. So if you're into trying to get into the homestead, especially with some livestock, make sure you check that out. If you want to see how we first set up this Gallagher fencing, we'll put that link up on the screen for you and also in the description down below. Until the next video, let's grow together.